Thanks, Chef Bonner. Exactly what I need, a little bit of food. I'm getting a little bit hungry. Okay, now we're on to the decorating part of the show. Now, everybody, I want you to be honest with me. What do you honestly think about the decorations? Fabulous. Do you think it might be a little bit over the top? No. Can you tell what our theme is? Red. All right, there you go. We stuck with our theme. Now, when it comes to Christmas, you can be a little bit over the top. You can add a lot of bling bling, or you can do more of a natural look. And that's kind of what I did with my house. I kind of mixed it. I did every room possible. I did the dining room. I did even the bedrooms, the master bedroom, even the bathrooms have some touch of Christmas. So what I want you to do is sit back, relax, be prepared to be wow, and you're going to take a few ideas and you're going to expand on it and you're going to make them your own. Because that's what it's all about. You borrow ideas and you make it your own. And remember to always outdo yourself what you did last year. You know, when I decorate, whether it's my own home or a client's home, I usually do a few focal points. You don't want to overdo it. Now, of course, in this room, the main focal point is the fireplace in the mantle area. Now, I did something different. If you notice, there's no big, thick green garland. Instead, it's all ornaments. Remember what I told you? Always outdo what you did before and always think outside of the box. Now, I did start with a simple berry garland, and I just nailed it down with 2 nails. And then I went ahead and made these great clusters of ornaments. It's the simplest thing you can do. You can use any type of wire, and you just add all different colors, all different size ornaments, and then you just wire them together. And the coolest thing is, when you undecorate, it's still attached, and you just store them this way. You only have to do it one time. And then I just started out one end of my berry garland and added all my great clusters and finished up at the other end. Now, I did tuck in there a few old-fashioned lights to give me a little bit of bling bling. And then I love these vintage candle operas that I found at a flea market, and they just add that little fire glow. Now, of course, when you're decorating, don't forget about the side of your fireplace. So here I went ahead and did a whole mixture of different poinsettias in different sizes. And of course, I'm staying true to our theme, which happens to be red, right? Now, I added in a few different elements. I added in some glass vases that I had left over when I was moving things around for my decorations. I even added this big chunk of crystal, which I love. We call this heminging. We're taking related and unrelated items and mix them together. Now, remember, don't go ahead and display your poinsettias in their plastic sleeves. I go ahead and spray paint terracotta clay pots because they're cheap. I put a plastic saucer in them and I drop them in. Again, mix different sizes. Even this big urn looks beautiful. I add a little bling bling by taking an ornament wreath and just laid it on top the rim of the pot and dropped in a big poinsettia. And remember, don't forget about other areas of your home in the same room if you have tables, like this console table. I simply added 3 green pots, one of my favorite colors, apple green, some white calanchoes, and an assortment of different ornaments. So what's the holidays without a Christmas tree? Now, I only had a 6-foot flock noble fir. Now, this is artificial, so it's going to last throughout the holiday season. But in order to give it that vertical height, I placed it on this table. Now, remember, if you have a crowded room full of family members and friends during a party, they don't always see what's below. They only see what is above. So that's why I lifted up this tree. Now, what I did is I took every leftover ornament I had. Big ones, I shoved them in the middle, didn't even tie them down. And then I hung on the outer edges of the limbs all assortment of collectible ornaments I had and gathered over the years. Now, for a little bling bling, I went ahead and got tree toppers, plugged them in. I did an odd number, about 5 or 7, and I tucked them in my tree. And now my tree is just drenched with lots of bling bling and lots of memories. Now, I don't always use a tree skirt. Sometimes I like to add things like ornaments like they fell off the tree below, even these glass vases to give me a little bit of bling as well. And my tree is full of warmth. Now, let's go look at the other areas of the house that we decorated. Since it's a party, we're gonna have people walking all over the house, so we gotta decorate in certain rooms. Maybe not the kids' rooms, but what about the master bedroom? Everybody wants to see the master bedroom. Everybody wants to see the master bath, and that's exactly what we did in this room. We did a little bit more simplistic, natural look. It doesn't have to be lots of bling bling. Instead, we took a simple tree, which is artificial, but has a natural form to it. And then we tucked in some white snowflakes, which are kind of crystal looking. Did it all in white lights this time, not a lot of color. And we still have our theme, the red color. These are all plastic ornaments. And if you notice, I didn't hang them on the outer branches. I only shoved them in the middle of the tree just to give a touch of the red. I also added lots of pumpkins. You don't have to throw away your pumpkins after the holidays. You can also reuse them and repurpose them for your Christmas decorating. So they're mixed around the base of the tree, and we also added a few more red ornaments just to give it that Christmas look. I even have white pumpkins on top of my bookshelves, mixed it with a few natural sticks, and again some more red ornaments and a few red berries, and it completes our bedroom look. Now, we can't forget about the kitchen because most people congregate in the kitchen, don't they? So here we did something cool above the cabinets. This to me is wasted space. So I used all my leftover decorations. I had these great lit spheres for years. They were all white, so I painted some of them with spray paint red and some of them green. I even spray painted the miniature lights, which were white, so now they're colored as red and green. It really works. And then I added these oversized poinsettias. I got them at a local craft store. I got them for 50% off in the beginning of the season, and I just used a couple staples to hold them up. Now the kitchen looks beautiful with lots of Christmas cheer, and of course the Christmas leads into the dining room. And the dining room, I kept it a little bit more simple because we know we're gonna have people congregate in the dining room. We know they're gonna be sitting at the table. So let's start off with the table arrangement. It's done with a crystal bowl that we can make yourself if you want. And then we added these great succulents in the middle with lots of little ornaments. Remember, we want to do something different. We don't want to do the typical silk flowers or poinsettias. That's why I use these succulents. And then I kind of added a few more ornaments on the table. And then I had these little metal boxes. I had them up in my attic, these little wire boxes. And I just crammed an ornament in each one of the boxes, giving us that contemporary twist. But what I love is the mirror. Look at over here at this mirror. We took 4 different color ornaments, and then we went ahead and created our own little Christmas tree. And you know how we did it? We just hot glued each ornament to the tree. Of course, the trunk is with brown ornaments, and then we added green, and then of course our color red, and then of course our color gold. Went up through layers to the top of the tree where we used a plastic star ornament. We have the great Christmas tree. Doesn't always have to be a big old Christmas tree. Now we have a great Christmas look, still keeping to our theme, the color red. Okay, what did you all learn about Christmas decorating?
It's not just in the living room. You can decorate anywhere and everywhere.
That's exactly right. And you know what? You don't have to overdo it. You know, just a few little ornaments sitting on a stack of books suggest the Christmas season. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the final details you do in preparation right before your party begins so that you're relaxed and therefore you have a great time and all of your guests will have a great time. Stay tuned.